ओके कोई लॉगिन नहीं है ना यहाँ पे? आपको बाहर जाना पड़ रहा है, फिर लॉग आउट करना पड़ेगा। हाँ, इको होता है। हरे कृष्णा। So we'll start today's session with prayers. Can all repeat after me? Om Ajnana-Timirasya Jnananjana-Shalakaya Chakshurunmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुतान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान् सहगणा ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। आप सभी का स्वागत है आज के सेशन के लिए। आज के सेशन में हम 4 नियम डिस्कस करेंगे, 4 रेगुलेटिव प्रिंसिपल्स। ठीक है, तो इसके पहले दिस इज अ कंटिन्यूएशन फ्रॉम द लास्ट सेशन जो हमने लास्ट सेशन लिया था। सो इन अ प्रीवियस सेशन वी डिस्कस्ड अबाउट कर्मा। तो कर्मा अगर मैं सिंपल बोलूँ तो मोटा मोटा एक्सेल। ठीक है, सो कर्मा इज वेरी साइंटिफिक। इट्स लाइक यू हैव योर फ्यूचर। ठीक है, सबको विजिबल है ये। फ्यूचर इज अ फंक्शन ऑफ प्रेजेंट प्लस
पास्ट।
ठीक है, इट्स वेरी सिंपल। अगर मैथ्स के टर्म्स में लिखूँ तो योर फ्यूचर डिपेंड्स ऑन योर प्रेजेंट एंड योर पास्ट। ठीक है, कुछ भी चीज़ देख लो, दिस विल ऑलवेज होल्ड ट्रू। बट द प्रॉब्लम हियर इज दैट हमारा जो पास्ट है वो बहुत लंबा है। सो वी हैव गॉन थ्रू 84 लाख स्पीशीज। सो हमने इतने सारे कर्म किए एंड मोस्टली विकर्म किए, तो वी हैव अ वेरी ह्यूज पास्ट बैगेज ऑल ऑफ अस। ठीक है, बहुत बड़ा सा पास्ट बैगेज है। सो ड्यू टू दिस, इवन इफ वी डू गुड कर्मा राइट नाउ और इवन इफ वी डू भक्ति राइट नाउ, हमारा जो रिजल्ट है वो उतना अच्छा नहीं आता। मतलब इवन इफ यू डू भक्ति राइट नाउ, because of your past baggage, huge past baggage for 84 lakh species, like you have been doing all kinds of right 180 I guess. So you have been doing all kinds of vikarma, so that's why your future, it mostly depends on your past, because past बहुत ज़्यादा है, right? तो एक सिंपल एग्जांपल हमने लिया था कि समझो every day you are waking up the morning. अगर समझो if you wake up early in the morning at 5 AM, you are getting a +1. If you are waking up late, then you are getting a -1. So somebody who has been waking up late for last 25 years, the 25 into 365 उतना -1 मिलेगा उसको। और फिर आज से अगर वो जल्दी उठना स्टार्ट किया तो एक खाली +1 होगा। So it will take another 25 years for him to just to nullify his past baggage of 25 years. So this is just for this lifetime. But अगर हम previous lifetimes देखें 84 million, तो हमने कितने सारे विकर्म किए थे। It's like very difficult, almost mathematically impossible for anyone to nullify all this bad karma just by doing good at the present. So that's the reason why we need help of spiritual master. ठीक है, हमें गुरु की जरूरत है, गुरु की आवश्यकता है। So क्या होता है कि जब गुरु, whenever a bona fide guru, he gives दीक्षा। ठीक है, दीक्षा आप सबने सुना रहेगा। In English it's known as initiation. So चालू है। So whenever Guru gives Diksha or initiation, what he does is he cuts away this past karma. So ये past karma he completely cuts away, and that is when you get control of your present and you get control of your future, because then your future will depend from that point. जब आपकी दीक्षा होती है तो it's said कि दीक्षा के टाइम पे we get a new birth, एक नया जन्म होता है हमारा। तो इसलिए whenever we get initiated we get a new name. आपने देखा रहेगा। So those who are initiated here in Iskcon, they have a name. They have a normal birth name and they have an initiated name. So initiation is their real birth, because that is when Guru is cutting off their past karma and he is giving you complete control over your present. ठीक है? But then the question arises कि गुरु कट कैसे करता है? How is it possible कि गुरु कट करता है? Does anyone know? कोई कुछ बता दे, गुरु कट कैसे करते हैं पुराने कर्म? हाँ, दीक्षा लेके, बट फिर भी how is it possible for him to cut away इतने millions और billions लाइफ टाइम का कर्म? Yes, वो खुद पे लेता है। So आपने सुना? So Guru what he does is कि जो पुराने हमारे पाप है वो खुद पे ले लेते हैं। So you can imagine कि Guru is how much merciful, कितने दयालु है कि हमारे पाप वो खुद एब्जॉर्ब करते हैं हमारे भले के लिए। उनका ऐसे उसमें कुछ भला नहीं होता कि हमने दीक्षा दे दिया, डिसाइपल्स बढ़ गए, ऐसा नहीं। He is just merciful, that's why he is taking away our past karma. बट ऐसे अगर सब गुरु सबको दीक्षा नहीं लग जाए तो देन व्हाट विल हैपन कि बहुत सारे लोग जो एलिजिबल नहीं है, जो उतना सीरियस नहीं है, उनको भी दीक्षा मिल जाएगा। वो अपना बर्डन गुरु पे डाल देंगे एंड दे विल कंटिन्यू डूइंग द रॉन्ग एक्टिविटीज। सो इससे ना गुरु का अच्छा होगा और ना डिसाइपल का अच्छा होगा। So that is why Guru doesn't give initiation to anyone and anyone. Like it's not कि किसी को भी दीक्षा मिल जाएगा. So a lot of people come ask for diksha from a spiritual master, but there are some regulative principles which everyone needs to follow. इसके लिए जब भी दीक्षा होती है, so we are supposed to take a vow or a pledge to follow 4 regulative principles. कोई बता जाएगा what are the 4 regulative principles? No intoxication, no gambling, no meat eating, no illicit sex. ठीक है, तो ये 4 चीज हम यहाँ पे लिख लेंगे. एंड दीज आर नॉट कि ऐसे ही रूल्स बना दिए. देयर इज अ डीप रीजन बिहाइंड दिस कि यही 4 क्यों बोलते हैं. तो वापस देखते हैं, सब मेरे साथ बोलिए. फर्स्ट इज नो मीट ईटिंग. ठीक है. सेकेंड इज नो इलिसिट सेक्स. थर्ड इज no gambling. And fourth is no intoxication. So then the question comes कि ये चारों ही क्यों? मतलब दुनिया में ऐसे बुरे आदतें तो बहुत सारे होते हैं, ये 4 ही क्यों? Can anyone try to answer? Yes. Yeah, that is the answer. So what Prabhuji said is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. तो श्रीमद् भागवतम जितने भी पुराण हैं उनमें सबसे सर्वश्रेष्ठ पुराण. इनफैक्ट our Vaishnav Acharya says that it is the cream of Vedic literature. तो वेद जो है वो काफी वास्ट है, बहुत सारे स्क्रिप्चर्स है. इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर अस टू रीड थ्रू द एंटायर वेदास. But if we read the Srimad Bhagavatam, it's like we read the essence of the Vedas. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, ठीक है? Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto. There is a wonderful pastime of King Parikshit, ठीक है? Who is King Parikshit? Anyone who is new can answer. Son of? Yeah, son of Abhiman. So, just to give a background, we have 5 Pandavas. ठीक है? Pandavas में से अर्जुन सन अभिमन्यु, और उनके बेटे का नाम है परीक्षित. So after the battle of Kurukshetra, महाभारत war के बाद, all the young people they died. See, Parikshit Maharaj was the only one who survived, and he became the emperor of the world after the Pandavas, after Yudhishthir Maharaj. So once when King Parikshit, he was roaming around the world. So एक जो king होता है या emperor होता है, उसका एक बहुत ही बड़ा responsibility होता है. It's not that कि वो emperor बन गए तो वो बैठे रहेंगे and he will just enjoy. It's not like that. They have to ensure कि उनके पूरे kingdom में there is no problem. Like if somebody is suffering, then immediately the person, the emperor, has to take care of that person. So King Parikshit Maharaj was roaming around the earth. He was the emperor of the entire earth. And at one place he saw a bull. ठीक है? He saw a bull. The bull. How many legs does a bull have? Simple question. 4 legs. ठीक है? But this was a very peculiar bull. 3 legs of this bull were broken already. ठीक है? 3 legs were already broken, and it was standing on 1 leg. And there was a imposter king. Imposter मतलब समझते हो? Imposter king और imposter क्षत्रिय. Imposter मतलब क्या होता है? ढोंगी. जैसे जरा ढोंगी बाबा ऐसे बोलते थे. ढोंगी एक क्षत्रिय आया था, देश में क्षत्रिय था, but he was doing something which a क्षत्रिय will never do. He was beating that 1 leg of the bull. मतलब आप समझ सकते हो, एक बुल है, उसके तीनों पैर टूट चुके हैं, वो एक ही पैर के सहारे खड़ा है और उसी को वो मार रहा है. So during the time of Parikshit Maharaj, this was unheard of. कि वो सोच भी नहीं सकते थे कि somebody, a Kshatriya, so-called Kshatriya, will harm a bull. It's not possible. So immediately, Parikshit Maharaj took out his sword and he prepared to kill that person. So that person who was beating the bull was none other than Kali. ठीक है? So this Kali is a demon. ठीक है? तो अभी जो हमारा कलयुग चल रहा है, in this कलयुग, Kali is like everywhere. He is everywhere. So this Kali, the moment he saw King Parikshit Maharaj coming and threatening to kill him, immediately he surrendered. He surrendered and asked for forgiveness. So Kshatriyas have a code कि अगर कोई भी आके, दुश्मन भी आके अगर आपके सामने ऐसे सरेंडर करते तो दे डोंट किल हिम. तो परीक्षित महाराज सेड कि ओके, बिकॉज यू हैव सरेंडर्ड आई विल स्पेयर यू, बट यू कैन नॉट स्टे इन माय किंगडम, यू हैव टू गो समवेयर. नाउ द प्रॉब्लम हियर इज दैट परीक्षित महाराज का किंगडम तो पूरा अर्थ है, तो जाएंगे कहां पे? सो देन कली सेड कि आई हैव सरेंडर्ड टू यू, so please give me some place where I can live. ठीक है? Hare Krishna. So please give me some place where I can live. So then Parikshit Maharaj said, you can live at 4 places. कौन से 4 places? यही. So you can live in places where animals are killed or there is meat eating. ठीक है? You can live here. You can live in places where there is prostitution. You can live in places wherever there is gambling. And you can live in places wherever there is intoxication.
In gold or silver?
Yeah, so I'll come to it. So उन्होंने ये 4 permissions दिए. मीट ईटिंग, प्रोस्टिट्यूशन, गैम्बलिंग एंड इंटॉक्सिकेशन, ये 4 जगह पे रहने का परमिशन. बट द ब्यूटी ऑफ परीक्षित महाराज वाज दैट कि वो इतने अच्छे राजा थे कि उस जमाने में इन हिज किंगडम देयर वाज हार्डली एनी प्लेस जहां पे ये 4 चीजें होती थी: मीट ईटिंग, प्रोस्टिट्यूशन, गैम्बलिंग एंड इंटॉक्सिकेशन. सो दिस डीमन कली ही सेड कि आपने मुझे बोल तो दिया है कि ये 4 चीजें जहां पे वहां पे रहना है, बट ऐसे कोई जगह है ही नहीं आपके किंगडम, तो प्लीज गिव मी सम अदर कंसेशन. सो देन ही सेड, उन्होंने सोचा थोड़ा, एंड देन ही सेड कि ओके, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दीज 4 प्लेसेस यू कैन स्टे वेयरएवर देयर इज गोल्ड. ठीक है? सो लेट्स ट्राई टू एनालाइज कि परीक्षित महाराज ने ये 4 चीजें की बोले थे और फिर गोल्ड बोलने से क्या हुआ है. मतलब टुडे यू कैन सी एवरीथिंग व्हाट इज दैट. ठीक है? Now let's come back to the bull. Any questions till now before we go ahead? Because अभी इसके आगे we'll analyze. ठीक है? Yes, Mata ji.
But that time gold was everywhere, like king
Yeah,
also.
it was there. Yeah.
But सबके पास नहीं रह सकता कभी.
हाँ हाँ. तो I will come to that. What exactly happened? Okay. So now let's come back to this bull. ठीक है? So this bull had 4 legs. This bull was not an ordinary bull. It was Dharma himself. ठीक है? It was Dharma. And Dharma stands on 4 pillars or 4 legs. So what are those legs? First is, इसको देख के बोलते हैं, meat eating. Mercy. ठीक है? First. Second? Cleanliness. Third? Truthfulness. Fourth? Austerity. ठीक है? तो these are the 4 pillars of dharma. जहां पे भी धार्मिक व्यवहार होता है या धार्मिक जगह है, वहां पे ये 4 चीजें होती है. And this demon Kali had already broken 3 legs. Mercy, cleanliness and austerity उन्होंने already तोड़ दिया था. Truthfulness was the only leg on which Dharma was standing, और उसको भी वो मार रहे थे. ठीक है? So these four regulative principles are there just to help us maintain our principles of mercy, cleanliness, truthfulness, or austerity. Somebody has to go on mute. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Any questions till now? Okay. So now coming to your question, कि gold was everywhere. So this was a kind of a, you can say, a trick of Kali. ठीक है. तो परीक्षित महाराज was wearing a gold crown at that time. ठीक है, उस टाइम पे पहने थे. तो जैसे ही उन्होंने गोल्ड में रहने का परमिशन दिया, कली एंटर्ड द माइंड ऑफ परीक्षित महाराज वेरी सडनली. एंड इफ यू रीड श्रीमद् भागवतम तो आगे आपको समझेगा कि बिकॉज ऑफ द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ कली, परीक्षित महाराज गॉट एंग्री एट अ स्टेज एंड ही पुट अ स्नेक अराउंड हिज नेक. और फिर उनके बेटे ने उनको श्राप दिया था कि यू विल डाई विद इन 7 days. एंड दैट्स हाउ द श्रीमद् भागवतम वाज sung by Shukdev Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj, and Parikshit Maharaj had to leave his body. In fact, when the Pandavas and Lord Krishna, when Lord Krishna left, at that time Kali Yuga started. But because Parikshit Maharaj was there, Kali Yuga could not impact anyone because Parikshit Maharaj was so strong. But when Parikshit Maharaj was cursed and he died, that's when Kali Yuga actually started going everywhere and showing its true face. So that's what happened. ठीक है? So now we'll understand these four regulative principles. So these four regulative principles are such that अगर हमने ना इनमें से कोई एक में भी थोड़ा भी लैप्स किया, थोड़ा भी, ऑटोमेटिकली विल गेट द अदर 3 फ्री. मतलब बोलते हैं ना, एक के साथ 3 फ्री, ऐसा ऑफर है तो कल ही देते सबको. सो वी हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल. आई जस्ट गिव अ सिंपल एग्जांपल. ठीक है, इंटॉक्सिकेशन. इंटॉक्सिकेशन मतलब क्या होता है, हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? नशा. ठीक है, अभी नशा जो है ना वो बहुत सारी चीजों की लग सकती है, राइट? मतलब किसी को शराब पीने की, कभी ड्रग्स की, फोन की, किसी को गेमिंग की भी एडिक्शन लग सकती है, राइट? So if you fall under any of these addictions, automatically बाकी चीजें भी ना आपको पकड़ लेंगे. And ये scientifically proven है. Because any kind of addiction, what it does is it plays with your natural body cycle. So how our body works is that whenever we are doing any activity or anything which is good for us, our brain releases a hormone. You know the hormone? Dopamine. Yeah, that is also there, but dopamine primarily. So say for example you are exercising, ठीक है, तो brain will release dopamine, जिससे हमें अच्छा लगेगा. We'll exercise more and we'll become fit. If you are eating something healthy, brain releases dopamine, और फिर हम वही चीज वापस खाते हैं, then we become healthy. But in case of intoxication, what happens is that any intoxication you do, ब्रेन विल रिलीज लॉट ऑफ डोपामिन. इतना डोपामिन देंगे कि वो चीज छोड़ के यू विल नॉट फील लाइक डूइंग एनीथिंग एल्स, एंड देन द पर्सन विल गेट कॉट इन दैट. यू मस्ट हैव सीन एडिक्ट्स, राइट? इट्स नॉट दैट वो जानबूझ के एडिक्ट हो गए, मतलब दे हैव गॉटन इनटू अ साइकिल की वजह से निकल ही नहीं पा रहे. दे आर नॉट एबल टू डू एनीथिंग. अच्छा, सबके घर पे ऑल आउट है, ऑल आउट है, गुड नाइट है. Does anyone know how all out or good night kills mosquito? कैसे मारते हैं? Sorry? Neurotoxin. Okay. और any other answer? ऐसे टीवी में ऐड दिखाते हैं कि मतलब वहां से मिसाइल्स निकल रहा है और मस्किटो को मार रहे हैं, बट ऐसा होता है कि कभी? हाँ? Yeah, somewhat, but it does something. अच्छा, has anyone seen कि आपने ना वो गुड नाइट चालू किया है और उसके ऊपर ही मस्किटो बैठा है? ऐसा कभी देखा आपने? देखा है, ऐसा होता है. See, what happens is that this good night, it releases a drug which makes the mosquito so high कि वो है ना बाकी सब भूल जाता है, मतलब खाना पीना सब कुछ भूल जाता है, वो एक जगह पर बैठ जाता है और उसको वैसे सूंघते रहता है, एंड दैट इज हाउ इट डाइज, दैट्स हाउ इट हैपेंस. So the intoxication is just like that. So if you get any wrong habit, not just alcohol or drugs or whatever, any wrong habit, if you get addicted to that, it will destroy you. Similarly, gambling, ठीक है? Now a lot of people have this question कि gambling और truthfulness का क्या relation है, right? मतलब हम बोलते हैं कि चलो meat eating मतलब mercy, मतलब you have to be दयालु. Prostitution is unclean, we know that. Intoxication, austerity भी चलो बोल सकते हैं कि एक बार intoxicate हो जाता तो आदमी बहुत कुछ करता है, मतलब he is definitely not austere. But gambling और truthfulness का क्या relation है? हाँ, yeah. So you take any kind of gambling. This is Shakuni, best example. She was using a rigged die. She was cheating. Even if you take मतलब जैसे स्टॉक मार्केट में डेली ट्रेडिंग करते हैं, इंट्राडे ट्रेडिंग, तो इसमें क्या होता है कि जो बड़े प्लेयर्स होते हैं दे आर मोर और लेस चीटिंग अदर्स, इट्स लाइक दैट. सो दैट्स व्हाई गैम्बलिंग इट्स लाइक द ऑपोजिट ऑफ ट्रूथफुलनेस. ठीक है? एनी क्वेश्चंस टिल नाउ बिफोर वी गो अहेड? ओके, ठीक है. So if there are no questions, then we'll try to analyze each of these principles in detail. ठीक है? Let's take mediating only. तो देख के simple लगता है, no mediating. But can you tell me what all things need to be followed within this? हाँ?
Non-covalence, not wine products.
Wine products?
Wine products that have leather or those.
Okay. Yeah, that is good example. Let's concentrate on eating only for now. कि क्या क्या चीज़ हम खा सकते हैं, क्या क्या नहीं खा सकते. तो no meat eating definitely, no flesh, no fish, no anything, no egg also, right? But there are subtle principles also. Does anyone know like उसके आगे क्या क्या है? मर्सी मतलब और भी क्या क्या चीज़ें नहीं खाने पड़ते?
Onion garlic.
या ऑनियन गार्लिक. ऑनियन गार्लिक क्यों नहीं खाते? Does anyone know?
Because it is more tamasik.
Yeah, it is tamasic.
There is
But-
one story that वो cow वाली इससे वो आया था तो
Yeah. So onion garlic के there are many reasons. I'll just tell you, ठीक है, कि why we should not take onion garlic. First is definitely they are in the mode of ignorance. ठीक है. So anyone who is to take onion garlic regularly, if you leave it, you will feel it. ठीक है. When somebody takes onion garlic, automatically their mind becomes hyperactive. It goes towards things which is not good for us. And onion garlic का जो origin है, that is also impure. So there are two instances in the Puranas which I would like to quote. ठीक है. One is राहु. Does anyone know राहु? तो जब समुद्र मंथन हो रहा था, समुद्र के अंदर से क्या निकला? नेक्टर. तो वो नेक्टर जैसे ही निकला तो जितने भी देवास थे और असुरास थे, they started fighting, which is कि हम मुझे चाहिए. Then Lord Vishnu, he took the form of Mohini Murti and he agreed to distribute this nectar to everyone. But राहु नाम के एक demon थे, he was very smart. उन्होंने क्या किया? किसी को पता? Yeah. So what Mohini Murti was doing is कि उन्होंने दो लाइन्स बनाए थे, एक देवताओं का और एक असुरों का. And she was like very smartly giving all the amrit to the devtas and only smiling at the asuras. कि मतलब ऐसे हंस रही थी तो वो खुश हो रहे थे और सबको दे रही थी. But Rahu was smart, so उनको समझ गया कि she is actually cheating. So he took the form of a demigod and sat over there. So जैसे ही उनको अमृत मिला, राहु ने immediately पी लिया. And then the sun and the moon immediately alerted Mohini Murti कि देखो ये असुर आ गया. Immediately Mohini Murti took the form of Vishnu and released the Sudarshan Chakra. उन्होंने काट दिया राहु के हेड को. तभी राहु का जब हेड कटा तो उनके मुंह से ना थोड़ा अमृत बाहर निकला. वो अमृत जो बाहर निकला वो जाके जहां पे गिरा वहां पे ऑनियन गार्लिक पैदा हुआ. So onion garlic, because it's a juta, you understand juta, right? Juta of a demon. Anyone who takes that gets that demonic quality. But at the same time, because it has come from nectar, it has some medicinal properties. इसलिए बहुत सारे लोग बोलते हैं ना onion garlic में ये medicine property है. It has, because वो nectar से है. But because it's a juta of a demon, उसमें जो so called medicinal properties है, मतलब वो कुछ फायदा नहीं है. मतलब उससे ज़्यादा नुकसान करता है. Because it's a juta of a demon, right? So we have to be very careful. Somebody has a question? Chat में किसी ने पूछा. Okay. So that is why onion garlic we should not. And again the second incident is that of a cow. So एक dead cow से onion and garlic निकला था. That's why it's in the mode of ignorance. So that's why we should avoid onion and garlic. But having said that, like there are levels, right? The first level is no meat eating, like any kind of meat or eggs or anything, or any kind of flesh. The second level is no onion, garlic, and then if you go more into that, like there are other things also which will not go right now. Maybe in some subsequent session we'll go into that. Okay, so that is about no meat eating. Okay, any other questions within this? Although I can go into more detail also, that's also fine. But I just want to clarify if anyone has a question in no meat eating. Can we eat chocolate? Okay. Okay, because Mataji asked, let me put down every regulative principle as a kind of a pillar. Okay. So all of you have seen a pyramid. पिरामिड आपने देखा है. पिरामिड कैसा होता है कि उसका एक बेस होता है और फिर जैसे जैसे ऊपर जाते हो मतलब देयर आर डिफरेंट लेवल्स. So similarly all of these regulative principles, let's say for example no meat eating, right? It has a base. ठीक है, तो इसको अलग से लिखते हैं ताकि इजीली सब बोल पाए. ठीक है, I'll just give you a hint. No meat eating is like a pillar. इसके अलग अलग levels. So at the base there is no meat or flesh or eggs or fish. ठीक है, ये base है. मतलब ये सबसे basic चीज है. मतलब anyone who wants to go up in spiritual life has to follow it. There is no compromise. फिर next होता है level 1. मतलब once you build your base, then what? How can you progress further? Then you have to leave onion, garlic. ठीक है. Basically eat only sattvic diet at level 1. Then level 2 is that you have to be very careful of what kind of food you are ingesting. So say for example there is some food which is agitating, मतलब बहुत spicy है, you have to avoid that. और there is some food जिसको खाने से ना body में heat बढ़ता है, you have to avoid that. ठीक है, तो you have to avoid any heat producing foods. ठीक है. फिर जो level 3 है, इसमें you only take Krishna प्रसाद, only Krishna प्रसाद. ठीक है, यहाँ से actually भक्ति start होता है. Because anyone who wants initiation has to promise this before his spiritual master, that he will take only Krishna Prasad. What is Krishna Prasad? Yeah. So Prasadam offered to Krishna. His remnants, मतलब वो लेते हैं उनके जो बच्चे हैं, that I will take. So now here the moment we say Krishna Prasad, So we cannot offer anything and everything to Krishna. ठीक है? तो जैसे chocolate अभी example दिया. So chocolate is not something which we can give to Krishna. We have to give to Krishna something which is pure, something which is authorized as per शास्त्र. ठीक है? तो ऐसी चीजें ही हम कृष्णा को दे सकते हैं. So which means all fruits, vegetables. So there are a lot of options. ऐसा नहीं कि option नहीं है. There are a lot of options. Fruits, vegetables, milk products, like anything, whatever you can name, everything you can offer. But you have to be careful of food which is unclean, like no chocolates, no tea, no coffee, no mushrooms. Because why no mushrooms? Yeah, it's a fungus. Fungus means मतलब ऐसा जहाँ पे डीके हो जाता है वहाँ पे फंगस होता है. तो mushroom is also fungus. So like this, lot of foods which are unclean in origin, we cannot afford. So as we go up in bhakti, we have to give away some things. So again, it's not like you are restricting yourself. It's like to gain something, you have to leave something. Simple चीज़ है. अगर किसी को IITs में चाहिए admission, ठीक है? तो he cannot like roam around here there, play games or इधर उधर. He cannot do that. He will have to restrict himself. Study 12 hours, 14 hours a day, make a plan, make sacrifices. तभी जाकर उनको IIT मिलेगा. So similarly, if you want to become a devotee, right, you have to make some adjustments, some sacrifices. But it's actually like completely worth it. ठीक है? Any other question within this? ठीक है. So next, let's take this one. Okay. Let's take gambling. Now, before we discuss gambling, can anyone say what is gambling? Let's define gambling. क्या है?
So, not harming someone intentionally.
Harming someone intentionally. Okay.
Greed.
Greed is cheating someone.
There is a chances of loss.
Yeah, there is a chances of loss. Anything else?
Maybe when money is involved, transaction.
Money is involved.
Wrong use of money.
Wrong use of money. Anything else?
पता नहीं वो हारेंगे.
Sorry?
पता नहीं वो हारेंगे या जीतेंगे.
हाँ, पता नहीं जो हारेंगे जीतेंगे. तो बेसिकली इसको क्या बोलते हैं इंग्लिश में? इसको स्पेकुलेशन बोलते हैं. ठीक है. So we discuss about this law of karma, right?
Manipulation of money.
Sorry?
Manipulation of money.
Manipulation of money. Okay. Yeah. So we are talking about this, right? Future is a function of present and past. This is the law of karma. ठीक है? So law of karma is simple. कि अगर किसी को rich बनना है, then they have to work hard. Otherwise you cannot become rich. कोई भी ऐसे मतलब दो ऐसा लगता है कि ये अमीर बाप का बेटा है, but it doesn't mean कि मतलब उसने काम नहीं किया, उसने पिछले जन्म काम किया रहेगा तभी जाके वो अमीर बाप का बेटा बना ऐसा. So you have to work hard. So according to law of karma, there is a way to attain everything. If you want to become rich, yes, you can become, but you have to work hard. If you want to become beautiful, you can do that. So everything has a law of karma. But the problem is that when people try to take a shortcut to become rich, so this shortcut will happen only when you are speculating. ठीक है? So any kind of speculations you do, any kind of speculation, that is gambling. So it can involve any kind of betting. मतलब क्रिकेट चल रहा है उसमें पैसे लगा रहे हैं, ये सब आजकल बहुत सारे ऐप्स भी है. So though Supreme Court says it's not gambling, but it's gambling because it's speculation, right? So any kind of activity which involves speculation. Then in stock market, if you are investing for a long time, if you are doing proper research, it's okay. But if you are doing ऐसे ही मतलब बैठ के future खरीद लिया, call option, put option ले लिया तो कुछ फायदा नहीं. ठीक है? Then any kind of activity जहाँ पे मतलब you don't have knowledge, but you are trying to make money just by speculation. किसी का बात सुना, उसने बोले इधर पैसे डालो, पैसे आ जाएंगे. So it's yeah. स्टॉक मार्केट में जो ट्रेडिंग करता है, मोस्ट ऑफ 95% पीपल आर गैम्बलिंग, they don't know what they are doing, so it's like that.
एंड इससे ना प्रभु जी मन अशांत भी रहता है और हमें वो आदत पड़ जाती है जुआ
या उससे मन अशांत हो जाता है. तो क्या होता है कि देखो, अगर समझो किसी ने, अभी मैं डिटेल में बताना नहीं चाहता कैसे ट्रेडिंग होता है, बट ऐसा होता है कि मार्केट ऊपर जा रहा है, अगर हमने बेट लगाया मार्केट ऊपर जाएगा तो हमें पैसे मिल जाते हैं, तो हमें वी गेट क्विक गेन्स. सो एक बार क्विक गेन मिलता है तो एडिक्शन लग जाता है कि हाँ वापस मैं करूँगा, मैंने कुछ किया नहीं, मैं इधर बैठा था, फिक्स डिपॉजिट पैसे कमा था, 1 साल में 8% मिलेगा, इधर तो मैं एक दिन में 12% 25% कमा ली, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम और ज़्यादा हम लगाएंगे, फिर थर्ड टाइम और ज़्यादा लगाएंगे, फिर एक बार ऐसा होगा कि लॉस हो जाएगा, लेकिन अपना एडिक्शन नहीं जाएगा. मैंने कहा ठीक है एक दिन लॉस गया क्या है, वापस मैं कवर कर लूँगा, फिर वापस मैं करूँगा. तो ऐसे करके ना इट बिकम्स लाइक अ big addiction. And to be honest, like you will see that anyone who is involved in speculation, they will not be able to get peace of mind. To do bhakti, you need peace of mind. You need peace of mind. Otherwise, you will not be able to do bhakti. Right? So you need peace of mind. So always engage in an occupation which gives you sufficient returns. We don't have to be greedy. We don't have to earn a lot, but we have to earn sufficiently. Do a job or a profession which gives us time to do everything. So that is about gambling. Any questions regarding this? Sorry?
Housing.
Yeah, any kind of lottery, housing. Yeah. So anything, like any kind of activity, though it seems harmless, ऐसा लगता है कि fun activity है, but if you keep on doing that, धीरे धीरे हमारा मेंटेलिटी वैसे ही बन जाएगा. We'll try to get things quickly, and that is what will impact us. So basically, what is happening is that whenever you do anything of this sort, you are inviting Kali आजा, मेरे दिमाग में आजा, बैठ जा. It's like that. So once Kali enters your mind, then उसके बाद आपके ऊपर है ना जरा भी कंट्रोल नहीं होगा. You will not know what you are doing. And currently there is no one in this room जिसको कली ने इफेक्ट नहीं किया. Let me tell you, let me be honest. सबको कली इफेक्ट करता है, but depending on your level. If somebody is more advanced तो कली उतना इफेक्ट नहीं कर पाएगा, जो कम एडवांस है उनको ज्यादा इफेक्ट करेगा. So it's like that.
मुझे और एक क्वेश्चन है.
Yes, माता जी.
ऊपर 4 प्रिंसिपल्स लिखे हैं ना.
हाँ.
उसमें से 3 प्रिंसिपल 3 legs were broken.
Yeah.
So what one was left?
Truthfulness was left. Truthfulness. So ये भी एक्चुअली आप देखोगे तो कलयुग में there are still some people who are truthful. अभी भी there are some people, लेकिन वो धीरे धीरे कम हो रहा है. So truthfulness was the only leg which was remaining. Other legs were broken earlier. Any other question? Okay. If there are no questions, we will move to the next one. Okay. Next, we'll talk about no illicit sex. So this is actually quite detailed. Okay. So we will require some 15-20 minutes to explain this. So of course, I need not explain. Illicit sex is completely unclean. Like it destroys cleanliness or anything. Not just physical cleanliness, even mental purity it destroys. So hence the base. If you see the base is that one can have relation only with their spouse, with wife or husband. That is the base, and it's like uncompromisable. It is the base. ठीक है. And if you go up, ठीक है, level चलो 3 ले लेता, not 2. Level 3 is like if you read Bhagavata, so it says that even sex that should be involved only for procreation. So that is the ideal standard. So only for procreation, that is the ideal standard. right? Of course, people may not be able to follow this standard, so hence the acharyas also know. So most of the devotees hover between these two standards, but he cannot go below this. Nobody can have a relation with anyone else apart from their wife or husband. So this is the ideal standard, and this is the lowermost, or you can say the floor. It's like this. Okay? And the highest standard is that it's like following complete brahmacharya. But this is not for everyone, but anyone who is really interested in spiritual life, it's highly recommended that they follow brahmacharya completely, because it will help you progress in spiritual life like anything. So there is a book written by Sonyas Bhakti Swami Maharaj on brahmacharya. Any one of you are interested, you can read that. There are a lot of benefits of following brahmacharya. Any questions on this? By the way, like, we have a class on brahmacharya every Saturday, so today it's not happening, but it's like a very important topic.
I have heard
Yeah.
this illicit sex, it involves 8 principles actually.
Yeah, it involves 8 principles. So that is there in that book. So yeah, you have any question on that?
No, 8 aspects of sex life. It
Yeah.
says smaranam, kirtanam,
Yeah.
eli,
Mm.
prekshanam,
Mm.
niyabhasanam,
Mm.
sankalpo,
Yes.
kriyanivritti, and adhyavasaya.
Yeah. These are the 8 principles of brahmacharya. And it gives you a lot of purity, lot of force. You'll be able to do anything, whatever you want. If you follow brahmacharya, you can do everything, whatever you want. Nothing will be impossible.
Anything, all these principles, Prabhuji, brahmacharya follow करना बहुत आसान है. If you just imagine our body as it's just made up of all blood, bones, etc. And why do you love such a body? Like, what is there to love such a body? Then following brahmacharya is very.
Yeah, that's true. Because we have to understand we are all spirit souls. We are servant of Krishna. When we identify ourselves with the body, that's when we get all these desires. But if we understand that we are a spirit soul, then automatically we'll understand that whatever things we are running after, it's of no use actually. Then it becomes very easy to practice spiritual life. Okay. Any other question in this? Okay. So then moving on to the last principle, which is intoxication. Okay. So when we say intoxication, of course, like here also we have a base. So base is any no intoxicant. So when we say intoxicants, it's alcohol, it's drugs. Sorry? Caffeine. Yeah. So caffeine will come little ahead at level 2 or level 3 or something. So level 1 पे देता है. Any kind of caffeine, coffee, nicotine यहाँ पे आएगा base में आएगा. Because ये ज़्यादा gross drugs है ये सब, जो आपको drugs, alcohol and all. Then level 2 पे you have mobile phones or gaming or anything, right? So any kind of thing which is giving you a high unnecessary, you yourself know, right? कौन से चीजें हैं जो आपके time waste करती है. So if you're indulging in that, you are just wasting your time. Just wasting your time. Anything else anyone would like to add in intoxication?
Sugar addiction also counts.
Yeah, sugar addiction also. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes, Mataji.
I am a medical student, but I am Indian and I study in Russia. So I belong from Iskcon, Russia.
Yeah.
But I have to study for long hours, like more than 10 hours, 12 hours. Sometimes it goes like 14 hours.
Okay.
And I try to control my like drinking coffee, but it just can't, and I feel really guilty about that. Only one fact, I just can't stop drinking. I try to minimize it as much as I could, But because I have to study for long hours, I cannot. And the next morning I have to wake up and do mala and then again wake up. I don't find anything helpful here.
Okay. So I just have a question. Are you chanting right now? If yes, like how many?
Not right now. I'm done with the chanting. I'm done with the rounds, but I'm not doing it right
No.
now.
I mean, you chant
And
regularly.
the thing is, I'm also wearing a kanti, so I don't feel it. I feel really guilty about the thing I'm doing, and I don't know how should I stop it. I've minimized it. To extent.
Okay. So I would suggest one thing is that whenever you are studying, say for example, if you are studying for 10 hours, you take a mini break after every 1 hour and chant one round. Okay, so that's how you do it. So after 1 hour, you chant one round. Then again, you study for 1 hour, chant another round. And if possible, read the Bhagavata, read the Srimad Bhagavata. So take breaks. See, what is happening is that it's natural for the mind or the body to ask for breaks whenever you are studying or you are working for long. So if you don't give those breaks to your mind, then it will go towards something else. Do you understand? Like Kali is very powerful. Like Kali will influence us to do something which you don't want to do. So that's why it's important to give those breaks. And whenever you're giving those breaks, what you're effectively doing is that when you're chanting or reading Gita, you're also sharpening your intelligence. So automatically you will be away from Kali. So just try that. Like every day, after every 1 hour, take a break, chant 1 or 2 rounds. So I don't know your chanting schedule. If you chant all your 16 rounds in the morning, that is the best. If not, then at least try to break down your rounds into different, like try to fit it into your schedule. Like 1 hour of studying, then little bit of chanting, then 1 hour of study, little bit of reading. So automatically your urges will go away. I'm sure of that.
It's really hard because all the lectures and acharyas, they speak Russian here, and I cannot ask them question or even understand what they are speaking. So I have to rely on something else like the lectures on the YouTube or something like that. So it's my first time here. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Any other question?
Prabhuji, in
Yes.
one video there was Prabhuji saying ki being intoxicated in your pride or something. Can you explain?
Yeah, that is also in fact very important. Good that you brought that up, because after this we are going to talk about the gold, right? So let's understand this gold. So Kali resides in gold also. So that's why it is said that if you want to practice bhakti, it's best that we keep only that much of wealth with us which is sufficient for us. That doesn't mean you don't earn. Like if you're earning more, it's very good. But if you are earning too much, then it's good to donate some part of it. So when you donate, what happens is that you are reducing the influence of Kali on you. So wherever there is gold, wherever there is excess wealth, automatically Kali comes over there. It will impact the mind of the person. And then person will start thinking, "Arey, ki I am such a big guy. I have so much wealth. I've done so many things. I am highly educated." So this pride comes. This pride is coming from Kali only. So that's the reason why it's very important that we give some part of our earnings for Krishna consciousness, and we also give our time to Krishna. Like if you have this Saturday, Sunday, which is non-working, at least dedicate some time, 2 hours, 3 hours for Krishna. If you are earning, say for example, 50,000 rupees, at least give 3,000, 4,000 to Krishna. It's like that, simple. If you give little for Krishna, you will of course get 1,000 times back. But at the same time, you will not have that pride that I am earning so much or this or that. Automatically, Krishna will take away that. So we have to be careful. So whenever pride comes, it also intoxicates. If it intoxicates, automatically you will get all these problems also. So these regulative principles, they work hand in hand. Like they are like allies of each other. So they choose, this month is pride, like he's having a lot of ego. So let me attack him. So they will attack and make you fall down, and slowly like all the 4 habits will come. It's like that. Okay. Any other question?
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
sometimes people get tired of their bhakti also.
Yeah, that is a very subtle level. In fact, that's something we have to worry about little later. Maybe not at this stage, but somebody who is initiated, somebody is doing a lot of bhakti, so they also get that pride. So that is also there. So the simple thing is that we have to surrender to Guru and Krishna. We have to follow the instructions of the Guru. If we think that ये सब चीजें मेरी वजह से हो रहा है, automatically that pride will come, Kali will come, and it will corrupt our intelligence. Yeah? You are saying something? Okay. Any other question? Yeah.
हम अपने आप को बैड हैबिट से दूर कैसे रख सकते हैं, लाइक फोन एडिक्शन से?
अच्छा,
बहुत
ठीक है. फोन एडिक्शन ऐसा चीज है ना कि जो कलयुग में ना बहुत वाइड स्प्रेड हो गया. इनफैक्ट आप जब भी फोन देखोगे ना तो आप समझ लीजिए एक राक्षस है. लिटरली आई एम सेइंग इट्स लाइक अ राक्षस. हमें लगता है कि हमारा दोस्त है, बट ये नहीं है. सो वन थिंग सिंपल इज दैट ट्राई इफ पॉसिबल, मतलब आई डोंट नो कि किस लेवल पे आप फोन यूज करते हो, बट इफ पॉसिबल ट्राई टू गो बैक टू फीचर फोन, जो पुराने जमाने के फोन है. ट्राई टू गो बैक टू दैट. इफ इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल, बिकॉज मुझे खुद भी ये यूज करना पड़ता है, बिकॉज इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर मी. इन दैट केस यू हैव टू बी लाइक वेरी केयरफुल. ट्राई टू इंस्टॉल सम एप्स जिसमें ना वो यूटिलाइजेशन दिखा दे, कब आप उठा रहे हो, कब रख रहे हो. देन यू विल गेट अ समरी एट द एंड ऑफ द डे कि आपने इतने बार उठाया है, this much time you spent, this and that. And if possible, what you do is you keep your mobile data off. तो क्या ये WhatsApp का धर आते रहता ना. See, हम में से कोई भी इतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है कि मतलब किसी ने WhatsApp मैसेज भेजा, तुमने रिप्लाई नहीं किया तो वो कुछ ये हो जाएगा. We are not so important people. किसी को अगर ज़्यादा अर्जेंट है वो तो कॉल करेगा तो. So try to switch off your mobile data and just keep it. और टाइम बनाइए, मतलब एक बार समझो 12 बजे देखा, एक बार 6 बजे देखा, एक बार सोने से पहले एक बार देखिए, बस काम करता हूँ. नो नीड टू कीप चेकिंग योर मोबाइल. ये व्हाट्सएप चालू रखते हैं ना तो वो आता रहता है, बजता रहता है.
मैंने नोटिफिकेशन वैसे भी ऑफ रखे, एक्चुअली मुझे एडिक्शन ना
किसका?
शॉर्ट्स, मतलब
हाँ, तो शॉर्ट्स, एनी काइंड ऑफ शॉर्ट्स. टिकटॉक शॉर्ट्स पे जीता था, इंस्टाग्राम. शॉर्ट्स कभी मत देखिए, सिंपल चीज है. वो स्पिरिचुअल वाला जो भी हो, शॉर्ट्स मत देखिए. बिकॉज शॉर्ट्स जो है ना उससे कुछ मिलता नहीं हमें. इट्स जस्ट लाइक सम एंटरटेनमेंट. कुछ एक चीज उठा लिया, वो बना दिया, एंड इट्स लाइक एडिक्टिव. वो बनाए हुए सर, देयर इज नो क्या व्हाट यू से नो बेनिफिट ऑफ सीइंग शॉर्ट्स. यूट्यूब में एटलीस्ट यू विल लर्न समथिंग आइदर स्पिरिचुअल और मटेरियल, बट शॉर्ट्स में यू नॉट लर्न एनीथिंग. इंस्टाग्राम ऑल्सो आई मतलब मेरे पास अकाउंट है बट ऐसे ही नाम का आई डोंट यूज इट. आई वुड से कीप अवे फ्रॉम सोशल मीडिया. इट डजंट really help. It doesn't help, to be honest. Yes.
थोड़ा ब्रह्मचर्य के बारे में थोड़ा और एक्सप्लेन करो कि हम अपने ब्रह्मचर्य को ऐसे तो ठीक है.
हाँ. Okay, so brahmacharya, I would recommend you read the book written by Swamis Bhakti Swami Maharaj. But if you want me to explain, one thing is that brahmacharya is the base of our bhakti. ठीक है. If we are pure, then only we will be able to go ahead. And when we are pure, if you say something तो सामने वाला भी सुनता है. It's like that. So lot of devotees have this problem कि मतलब उनके family members are not devotees, or somebody is not listening to them, or they are facing this problem, that problem. That is all coming due to lack of purity only. So you see Srila Prabhupada, he was so pure. Right, he could convert hippies into Vaishnavas, which is not imaginable, right? Hippies, somebody is addicted to drugs, alcohol, all the 4 regulative principles, like they are experts in breaking all the 4 regulative principles. But Prabhupada was able to make them devotees. So that's because of purity only, internal purity. So more pure you are, more you can advance. So brahmacharya is everything about purity. And how we can be pure? We have to always remember Krishna and never forget it. That's a simple principle. तो वो कैसे करेंगे? If possible, if you are staying somewhere nearby, come to temple early in the morning. That is like the best dose you can give to yourself for remaining pure. Come early in the morning, attend Mangal Aarti or attend the Srimad Bhagavatam class. ठीक है? If that is not possible due to distance, at least try to like go to some other temple, local temple nearby. Every morning go to temple, pray, or try to attend the Srimad Bhagavatam class online. So that is, your morning hours are really important. If you can finish all your rounds in the morning, 16 rounds in the morning, automatically you will follow brahmacharya, you will follow purity, you will get everything. Whatever you want, you will get it.
In Bhagavad Gita also it is mentioned about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to keep women of
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
And mention of sex is to vomit.
Yeah,
So after reading on that, it impacts that this is the level of brahmacharya.
yes, yes.
That thing should bring that in you. That you are.
Yeah. So this happens actually side by side. It's not like कि आज सोच लिया मैंने कि I'll follow brahmacharya, tomorrow I'll become pure. It's not like
No,
that.
with age
Yeah.
also it comes. With age you realize the futility of everything. And
Yeah.
then it comes.
Yeah. So as we advance in bhakti, automatically we will see that ये चीजें जो मैं पहले important consider करता था कि actually कुछ नहीं है. It's like a very तुच्छ thing. It's like that. And you can imagine like when Yamunacharya Alavandar, so we are saying that spitting. So that was actually said by Yamunacharya Alavandar. He was a great Vaishnav saint. So he said, कि whenever I even think about sex, I feel like spitting and throat. So he is able to attain that because he is always experiencing the mercy of Lord. He is seeing Lord everywhere. So he is getting so much of bliss कि अगर थोड़ा भी कुछ और thought आता है तो he feels like spitting on that. So that's a level which he has attained. We all should endeavor to attain that. We cannot like get that artificially. It takes time. So we have to follow these processes. So these 4 regulative principles, chanting, taking prasadam, then serving Guru, serving Krishna, serving devotees. So gradually we'll get that level. So good discussion. Does this answer your question about brahmacharya, or you want me to explain in detail something else? Okay. Any other question? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I understand. Ideally, you should not. It's like I'm not eating meat, but I'm cutting meat. It's like that. So you are encouraging someone else to eat. Ideally, you should not. But again, it depends on your family situation and everything. Like if you feel कि मतलब काटने से घर के लोग शांत रहते हैं, तो you can take your call. But ideally, we should not. Any other question? Okay, if there are no questions, I think we can conclude. क्या आगे इसके?
Bro, we have today had Ekadashi, so we got halwa.
Okay. So since today is Ekadashi, we are all fasting. So we have some halwa prasad. You can take this halwa prasad and then you can go to the temple, take darshan of the Lord. And by the way, this month, December month, is actually very holy because in this month, the Gita, the Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Lord Krishna to Arjuna. And in this month only the Mahabharata war happened.
Margashisha.
Sorry?
Margashisha. Krishna says in 10 chapters.
Yeah.
I am the Margashisha in the month.
Yeah. So we are distributing Bhagavad Gitas to as many people as possible. So it is best if you can all take out some time and help in giving this Bhagavad Gita to as many people as possible. So the thing is that we get knowledge, right? When knowledge milta hai. But when we distribute that knowledge to others, that's when we are able to digest it. Otherwise, what will happen? You'll just take it and after some time it will go away. But the more you give knowledge, more you try to distribute books, more you will realize. It's like that. So we have a stall at Andheri station, and it's functional from morning 9 a.m. till night 9 p.m. So if any one of you wish to join us, you can contact me. So whenever you are free, you can come and join us. And at the same time, if you feel that you cannot dedicate your time, then at least you can dedicate some part of your Lakshmi and try to donate for Bhagavad Gita. So there is no minimum or maximum कि आपको कितना donate करना है. If you wish, like you want to sponsor one box, you can do that. You want to sponsor 3 Bhagavad Gita, that is also fine. So whatever according to your mean, if you want to sponsor some Bhagavad Gitas, that is also welcome. So we all need to engage our time and our resources in the service of Krishna and in the service of the Vaishnavas. That's how we can advance and will ultimately get Krishna way. Okay. So I think we are good to conclude. So Halwa Prasad who is distributing. Okay. So Mukund Prabhu is there. You can take Halwa Prasad from me. If anyone has even more questions, I am here. You can ask. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna.